Hey guys, what's up YouTube? I'd like to take this time to talk a little bit about this unit I just installed a couple of months ago in my truck. By the way, I have a GMC 2017 Canyon, and I've installed this for the past like 5 months or so, so I've had some time to use it and I have a lot to share. Let me just start by saying I have not been paid by Android Auto Phoenix to make this video or whatsoever. I am gaining nothing from making this video. I am just doing this so others who have any doubt or questions about this unit, you know, maybe I may be able to answer it. Anyway, so so this is the PX6 head unit. Got it for about $750. Yeah, pretty expensive, but it's worth it. It took me about maybe an hour and a half to get the old radio out and install all of this. So after I was done, you know, had some time to, you know, drive around just so I can see if everything is working as it's supposed to. As you can see, if you have a GMC Canyon or Chevy Colorado, you would usually have the 8-inch screen, and your climate control will be hard keys or hard buttons on the lower portion of it. My unit, my factory default unit did not come with a GPS or maps installed in the factory unit, so I had to use either Android Autoplay or Apple CarPlay whenever I'm driving and I need maps. The unit also comes with Wi-Fi. I have a Wi-Fi pub that I use in my vehicle, pretty much unlimited, so I can do whatever I want. But it works great if you have the Wi-Fi installed, because there are some of the things that you might need a Wi-Fi to actually access. If you don't have a Wi-Fi pub like I do, you can also use your cell phone and just use your hotspot. Turn on your hotspot and get it connected. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about the features that I have the unit comes with. Let me start by saying this is how you get it when you first turn it on. As you can see, you have the screen, the menus on the top, and then you have the time on the top. Of course, you have the time here, and then you have the calendar, and you have this wallpaper. And then underneath the wallpaper, you have the climate control, which you can, you know, either turn on, and once you start, you know, it pops up. You know, so once you start messing with anything here, it breaks up the whole climate control, so you can actually, you know, control it. You know, so it has the hard key for the control, as you can see, this is, as I turn, this is going up as I turn it. You know, so that's for the hard key for the temperature. You know, and the fan speed is the plus and minus. You know, so I'm just gonna bring the fan down a little. You know, and you know, or you can use this one. You know, as you can see, as I turn it on, as I push it, let me zoom out. You know, so that is, so fan speed is now 1. But that is what you get the very first time you turn it on. You turn on ignition and you hit it, it goes to start. This is what you are presented with. You are presented with this welcome screen. You have your time, you have your calendar, your wallpaper if you want, which I believe you can change. There's a way to change that. I haven't really had the time to change it, but I really don't care. But you can also slide and change the wallpaper, you know, just by swiping, you know, left or right. You know, depending on whatever you want to use, you know. And so if you keep this one and you turn off the ignition and start it back up, this is what will stay. It will come back to this, because that was the last thing that you actually set it to. On the top menu, we have the navigation. I'll go more into the navigation. We have the music, we have the console, we have the Bluetooth for your phones, we have videos, we have aux, and then when you swipe to the left, we have Internet Explorer on the, and then we have phone link, we have camera, we have your apps, you have your settings, and DVR. I really haven't had the time to mess with that. I believe you have to have some kind of, I don't know, is it a cable box or something in your vehicle? I wouldn't know why anybody will have a cable box in the vehicle, but okay. And then you have your file exploring system, Explorer, and then of course you can turn off the screen on right here. When I click one button, it should go off, I guess. Maybe I haven't. Well, I guess I thought it was supposed to go off. Maybe it's supposed to put it. Maybe it's a mute. But let me see. Is the volume on? All right, so volume is not on. See console. All right, so this is it. The way to install it, so all this came off. I took all of this came off from the factory default, factory OEM, and then this is what the system came with. All this, so this, the screen and this panel all came. And then basically you take the AC vents from the factory default and put it back into this unit, because obviously this unit will not come with the AC vent. You have to just take it from the factory default and put it in there. Anyway, I'm turning the volume down a little. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go back. So this was where we were. So when you turn it on and you come this way, you know, you want to play music or listen to music while you're driving, whatever, or maybe you hit the arrow sign right here, it's going to bring up a hit the console. So the console will bring you to your music, your FM or whatever you are listening to. Now, I've had a lot of people ask questions when I first did this, and I posted on Facebook. A lot of people were asking questions about, do you get to keep your Sirius FM radio? Do you still have the option to do what is called Android Autoplay, connect to Android Autoplay or Apple Play in the vehicle? So this unit does not change anything. Now, unless somebody else has done a wrong connection out there and have lost the capability of using the Apple Play, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, or is not able to access Sirius FM stations, you need to recheck your connections, because as I'm talking to you right now, I have my phone connected, my USB going to, I don't know if you can see this, but I kind of, let me see, maybe I can turn on my flashlight. So right here, if you can see, there's a USB thumb drive that is connected to a port over there, which I just did because the unit comes with two external drives that comes out and goes into, you can hide that into your glove box. All right, and you can see on the left hand side to the flash drive is what the car came with: the OEM USB port and the aux input. The aux input that was already there with the car. Now to the right of it is what I just put out there, you know, from the connection from the unit. You know, I just brought it, instead of you putting everything in the glove box, I bought a USB extension and then wired it, you know, from the glove box, so I can just have access to it right here. That I don't have to access my glove box every time I need to use a USB or anything. So as you can see, this USB is going directly into the factory USB port that came with the car. Not, I repeat, not the USB port that I added from the unit. You know, so with that said, let me turn off my flashlight before I lose some charge. With that said, and let me go here and show you what I did. So, turn off flashlight. So where is it? I'll show you this. All right, so as you can see, these are the USB that is connecting. These two USB right here is coming directly behind from the unit. It's coming directly from the unit, right? So I bought a USB extension and added, connected those to USB, routed them through the back of the glove box, and then brought it here so I can actually use it, connect them here instead of putting the thumb drive in here. I can rather put the thumb drive in here. That way I can keep my glove box, neat and always tidy. I don't have to be going there back and forth. Turn off my flashlight. So with that said, when I go to console, right? Let me start with console. When I go to console, I get exactly what I'm supposed to get. Now remember, I used to get, when I bought a car, it was just, all you could see was this, right? That's the only screen that I had. Now this bottom part was hard keys. That's my what's it called? My climate control and my media control on, over there. But now I get a full screen, but I'm so able to access my home screen, my back button, radio, everything, my climate control, and my actually values that the climate controls settings as well over here. Now what I want to tell everybody who is having trouble with Sirius FM and what was it again, Sirius FM and Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, like I said, when I bought this car, it did not come with maps. Some units will come with the map. Mine came with the OnStar navigation. So I still have the same capability. I can still do the OnStar navigation. Matter of fact, let me show you. When I hit the OnStar navigation, see, it's not active because I never even use this at all. I'm gonna hit back, hit console. All right. So then it brings me back. Right now, when I go to play for Sirius FM, let me just say my Sirius FM right now is expired, but it still works. If I go to radio, as you can see, Sirius FM, right? My Sirius FM is expired, but if I were to just activate it, it works. I still have Sirius FM capabilities, so I don't know why people would say they are losing those capabilities, or anybody will have a doubt if those capabilities will still be gone, because it's still there. I still have it, but I still have my AM radio, which I don't really used to listen to AM, but AM radio works, and of course FM works as well, right? I have my presets, they all work, everything works. All right, nothing has changed. I have my my steering wheel control. I'm changing stations right now, as you can see. I'm changing stations with my steering wheel control. All right, I'm increasing volume, as you can see. I'm increasing volume. Volume is working fine. All right, and then when I hit this,
say a command or say help,
the voice command works fine. You can see that. I'm going to cancel it.
Session ended.
I canceled it. Everything works fine. Nothing has changed. So that was for the Sirius FM, right? Sirius FM. So as you can see, that one works. Now let's do one more thing. People ask me a lot of questions about Android Auto, right? So I'm gonna go to my home. I'm at my home, and as you can see, my projection, my phone is connected, right? My phone is connected. So my projection right here, when I click this, as you can see, I have it. Everything works. So I have Waze, tuning, you know, my phone, calendar, you know, for the Android autoplay, maps, everything. You know, Spotify, you know, everything works, right? Everything works. So I don't know why, you know, I don't need. Usually, I think the people will say you have to buy. What is this? This adapter to get Android Auto, maybe for the unit, but I mean I don't need it. I mean, so long as it works here, it's fine. You know, I mean, when I want to do navigation, I can just go to the Waze, and it opens. It can navigate. I'll do an example. Let me see. Let's just do an example, right?
Let's take Annapolis Road, Severn, and Baltimore Washington Parkway north.
You can see.
In 700 feet. Turn right on 3rd Cavalry Road. Alright,
see, maps work, and this maps is not from the unit. This maps is from the OEM default, factory default. Let's get that clear. I will show you the maps from the unit. This map is OEM factory default maps, just as though I did not change anything. You know, this is it. If I put my hand right there, this is it, right? So it works fine. I can, you know, I'm still listening to radio at the background, you know, no interference, nothing. Let me stop this. All right, so let me see. All right, so I'm going to stop this. All right, so I stop this, and I can go back to my home screen, and I still have all of this I can listen to if I want to. Let's try Spotify. All right, browse. I don't know. Recently played. Let's see. Recently played. Let's do Shatawale. You see, it automatically switched. You know, I mean, I was playing radio, automatically it switched. Now it's playing. See, I can skip. I'm skipping.
From the ads?
And what I'm doing now everything I'm doing is from Android Autoplay on the unit side. I mean, sorry, on the factory default side, not the unit. All right. So I still have all these capabilities that I can access as if I'd never changed anything. This is still the same thing from, you know, go back. I can go back. You know. Let me see. Go back. I don't know. I should have clicked there. Right. And I'm back. Still on my radio. Got it? My radio still works. I go to media. If I want to plug in my aux, I have it. If I don't, dismiss. Alright, go to radio. Now let's go to the unit, right? I mean, I have my my radio, how do you call it, my cell phone is connected. I still have access to my contacts. As you can see, my contacts are still there. Like nothing is wrong with my contact, you know, it's still there. I have my voice, you know.
Say call followed by the number or contact name.
It still works, as you can see.
Speech session ended.
I canceled it. Alright, recent, I'm still able to access my recent calls. Right, my keypad is still there. I can still call if I want to. Alright, you know, okay, the back button, everything works. Voicemail, phone, everything works. Everything works. Messages, as you can see, it's updating my messages. Nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. Looks like it's done. And these are my messages. These are all my messages that is on my phone. You know, nothing has changed, guys. As you can see, the whole time this is the unit. I am just using my factory defaults. You know, only the difference is this side is no more high keys. All right, so I think now we should go into the PX6 unit itself, and I can show you that side as well. All right, so let's go back to home. I'm back to home. I go back to my radio. All right, so go back to home. I go back to home. Because I have Wi-Fi, I still have my, I can still use any of this. This is my OnStar. This, everything, nothing has changed. Let's check weather. Let me check my weather, and my weather is going to work. All of this is from the factory OEM side of the house. I haven't even started using the unit itself. This is it. All right. My 5 days. I see my 5-day forecast. I see my radar. That's my radar. Go back to my 5 days. Everything works, guys. Everything works. And this is it. I'm back to my hourly, for today, and I have today. I can just listen to...
Here is the forecast for Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. Tonight, cloudy skies with periods of light rain late. Low 38 Fahrenheit. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%.
All right, that was it. All right, so let's go back to home. I'm back to home. I have my Pandora, iHeartRadio, weather, people. I have my Android Auto. Everything works, guys. Nothing has changed. Nothing. Nada. All right. Now let's go to the unit. To access anything from the unit is from here. All right. Let me start with navigation. Remember how I showed you navigation from here, and all you could see was this. So I think I took you here and I showed you ways, right? I showed you that. That was see how it works when I go into the system to the unit just to look for that. Let's see maps. Maps. Go to maps. It works, right? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, guys. All right. So now let me take you to the unit. When I click on navigation, check this out. See how it changes to full screen? You see that? Wait for it. This is it. That's the difference between. So now I am using the unit. You see that? I have a full screen. So I have two options now. I can either use the factory the default, or should I say factory OEM map, or I can use the unit and I get a full screen. Let's do a test. All right, let's do a test and make sure this one works too. So click here and let's see.
Let's take Annapolis Road, Severn, and Baltimore Washington Parkway North.
There you go, guys.
In 800 feet, turn right on 3rd Cavalry Road.
There you go, guys. As you can see, perfect, right? Nothing has changed. I'm still playing my music at the background. I'm still playing my music at the background. Nothing has changed. Now I'm going to cancel it. All right, and stop. And it stopped. This is it. I mean, I haven't had any issues or whatsoever. I haven't done. Okay. Now let's go to the music. When I go to music, that's for navigation, and I have the option to change it to. So this is Waze. I have the option to change it to Google Maps. All I have to do is go into the settings, hit on navigation, and choose my navigation type. And when I select Google, anytime I hit navigation, it will open Google Maps. That's it. Next is music. When I hit music, this is what you see for music. Once you hit music, you have your vehicle comes on top. You have your RPM. You have your miles per hour. and your music is playing down here. You can go here, and if you have a USB connected, like I have a USB connected, so this song will be playing, right? So right now I can browse, and these are the songs that I'm playing. If you have SD card, or if you are playing from the unit storage. So this is the unit storage if you have SD card, or this is from USB. And as you can see, I'm playing music. This is the music I'm playing. And you can change it. Guys, you see? This is great, man. I mean, so far it's been great. I have been privileged not to have any experience, experiences that are negative for me to share. Everything works fine. You know, of course, I love some technos, you know. So that's the thing, boys. Let's see what we got. This is just me don't mind me, I'm just alright. So that's music, right? I can go here, you know, when I click on this, it changes, my visualization changes, it goes off. I can go to Equalizers, and I can increase my, you know, my bass. As you can see, let's crank this up. All right, I have all of that features. So this is now the system. Now everything you are seeing now is from the unit, not the OEM. So now I'm actually in the unit, right? Now I'm actually in the unit. You know, I have all this I can do with the units if I want to. You know, I'm connected to my Wi-Fi, you know, all of that, you know, sound, everything I want to do. Hit back, and it brings me back. I can do a preset, you know, whatever I want to do. All right. So that's that one. That's that. Next is so that was music. So let's go back, and we are back to music. All right. Now let's go here. Let's go to console. When I hit console, console is just my radio. All right. Console is just a fancy way to bring you to your factory's default settings or UI. Yeah, that's the best way. Okay. Factory default UI. When you hit console, it's going to bring you over there. So if you have your phone connected, like I have my phone connected, and you want to use Android Autoplay or Apple CarPlay, depending on what you want to, you want to go to console, hit console, it will bring you to factory UI. All right, and then from there, you can hit your home, go over there and do all your changes that you want to do. All right, or whatever you want to do. When I hit my neighbor is coming. When I hit phone,